Get stuck in your beard.
Get stuck in your beard.
Can everyone hear me?
In question and response, we have Nico.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Okay.
Is that vice versa too? Because y'all both got beards.
Can everyone hear me?
This is a question for Nico.
Okay.
Oh my God, why would they do this to me?
All right, guys, we are back in the ladies' room, and this time I have Lifestyle Atlanta here with me. There are the new raving reality show on YouTube that is just going crazy. I am just so happy to have them here in the ladies' room. We're finna get some behind the school tea. It's finna get a little spicy and a little bit of the beat in the street because it's the lifestyle. So, guys, help me welcome the Lifestyle of Atlanta cast. Hey, everybody. Hey. What's going on with you guys?
What's going on?
Okay.
With you?
Thank you. Unique Pretty Boy, what's going on with you?
Thank you. You know, just living my best life. That's about it.
Mikey, food truck or restaurant?
I'm still on the restaurant side, you know what I mean?
Sparkle, Miss Free is for me. What is going on, girl?
Anything free here?
Tommy, the category is face.
Okay.
I saw your ballroom. That was really good.
Thank
The power couple, Nico and Brian. Who's the spoiled one in the group? Out of y'all two, who's the spoiled?
Hold up. See, it comes across as me, but don't let this man.
Don't let him fool you.
That book answer, so we're going
We're gonna take it there. We're Denim. Can you handle this scandal?
I don't know, can you?
My face. Tristan, did you bring your credentials tonight?
Always in family.
All right, guys. Well, we are officially in the ladies' room with the Lifestyle Atlanta cast, and we're about to make some things pop and stop. So I just want to know, guys, are you ready to talk? Let's chat.
Let's go.
All right. Sparkle, I want to start with you. Ladies first in the ladies' room. You're in the ladies' room. So I saw the episode, and you were talking to Unique about your search for, finding your family and finding some of your family members. Mm-hmm. How's that been going for you with the search and everything?
So it's actually been going pretty decent. I was actually able to find my mom's sister. Okay. And so I now have a newfound aunt. Okay. And that journey has been interesting because she's so excited to know me. And, sometimes it's like, it's still a little bit of a stranger to me, but I love the love that's being given. So
yes,
it's been pretty dope.
Okay. So I saw in the episode that got released tonight, which was really, really good. That you and Unique was talking, and Unique, you was telling about your journey, how you just found about your dad, your biological dad, as well.
Yeah, so I recently just met my biological dad about 3 months ago.
Okay.
And it's been interesting because, I always had them like natural thoughts, like why hasn't my dad been here? Like why, has it taken this long for us to be able to meet? So it was a good experience, and I'm glad that I did it, but it was nerve-wracking.
Right out there, I definitely understand that. It could be that way. Oh, because I really love that story because for me, I don't know my dad and been on a search to find my dad. So to hear that story, it gives hope. It's inspiration. That is very, very inspiring. Nico and Brian, how are y'all guys?
I'm doing great.
You're great.
Fabulous, if you will.
That is good. That is good, guys. So I have a question for you guys. How is the hookah business, and how did y'all get started in doing the hookah business?
I guess I could start. So the hookah business actually started pre-COVID.
Okay.
What had happened was my job had actually put everyone on a furlough. So, I had gotten to the point, it was something that was kind of pondering over the years. And I had just gotten to the point, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of working for people. I just want to be my own business owner, be my own boss. So I took my last paycheck, bought about 20 hookahs, and I was given the opportunity by a gentleman by the name of Al Canese,
Okay.
also known as AC, a big promoter in Atlanta. And he just gave me the opportunity. He didn't want anything from it, and he really just, saw, and poured into me. And it just kind of took off from there. So I do hookahs for everybody in Atlanta now.
Yes.
Of course, my baby, been a part of my life. We collaborate. So, he actually started his own, well, I'll let you speak on it.
Participle.
Well, respectfully. So of course, respectfully, of course, I've known Brian now for 2 years and some change, and within those, of course, as you heard, his hookah business was going a lot longer, like before that. Of course, when I came into the picture, he taught me everything there is to know about hookahs, and then, of course, getting into it, and then, because of other hobbies or interests that I have, and I'm always, looking for new ways to make money. Hello. I actually started infused hookahs.
Okay.
Infused shisha. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's called It's Inside, and that's of course connected to Blaze Hookah and Bottle Service.
So when you say infused shisha, is that like weed?
Ganja.
Okay, the herb. Music. So you be high while you smoking hookah. That ain't new.
Like the hookah boosters, the
Yes. You gotta make sure you're something.
I gotta try it. My best hookahs, when I'm inebriated.
Oh wow! I've seen it where they put like the alcohol in the hookah, but
You can, you have different options. You can do the alcohol base, you can do the milk base. Some people like the milk base if you're not a person that likes your throat and stuff kind of like burning. So, it's different ways you could do it.
I never did that. But I
That
tried.
explains why they be hogging the weed hookah. Why you trying to get it?
Not So Tommy's telling the tea. Good look.
Ooh, I love that.
Well, yeah, Brian never wants to share.
Not Brian never wants to
Got the nut and buck over that hookah.
You be serious? Because you did not want to leave the house in the episode. You was like, I'm finna smoke my hookah.
They be not good.
Don't play by a hookah, okay? And I'm saying get your own hookah. No, you might get 2 puffs, that's it.
And that's it. That's all.
Yeah, because that's 8 pounds, so you better hold on.
You better hold on to it because you're not getting bad.
Oh my goodness.
If I'm feeling generous, you might hit it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I want to talk about the episode and some outstanding moments. I would say some viral moments that were for me. One of the viral moments and something that really just touched me was Denim. You said in the episode that you had an instance where you got shot and you was brought back to life. Now explain that to me. And were you there? He called you.
Yeah.
And okay, so take me back. Explain if you can talk.
Okay, so I was out at the Great Dismal Swamp doing a photo shoot with one of my exes.
Now, where's that at? Where's the Great Dates?
The Great Dismal Swamp is in Suffolk, Virginia. I was out there. We're probably about 2 miles into the swamp, and then right before I was supposed to leave, like that day. So we had just had like a whole weekend and everything, and then we decided to take pictures. And he took me out into the swamp, and out of nowhere, I just, he shot me, and it was because he didn't want me to leave.
Oh, wow.
So it was like that whole situation was just like crazy because it was like I didn't even tell Trey I was going to Virginia.
I thought he was going to go see his mom. So I'm like, okay. I thought he was good because he was going to be with his mom, but yeah, no, it was literally, I know he gave me a call, and was like, I'm in the hospital. I said, what is going on? Like, what? So he was just like, well, I got shot by my ex, and like, I want to come so we can rehearse. He's still talking about rehearsing while I'm
Okay. All right, Tina. We love that.
like, you need to rest, but
Well, I think that was my only thought was like I can't be the one in the group.
Yeah,
Like,
Nah.
no shade. It was like that's all I was thinking about. It was like, nah, not me. Like,
And did they ever catch your ex or is
yeah, he actually called the cops on himself, and he like fabricated this whole like crazy story. And like, to be honest, I don't know if like I had anything to do with that, like, because I know I was just trying to save myself.
Right.
So, like I was, when he was like, I should call the cop, I was like, yeah, that you should. I won't cut on you, like, like, And to like my knowledge, like I never kind of really did because it was like, you know, like he already told on himself.
Oh wow! So after he did that, y'all don't talk after stuff like that.
And now like he's probably called me a few times, and like to be honest, like, you know, we make music, so I recorded some of them codes, but it's like, you know, it's like beyond that, like, nah, I want nothing to do with that. Like, you know, like you really expect to take my life.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at stuff now. It's like, you know, if it's gonna put me in danger, I don't want to be around it.
I definitely feel with you on that, because that, when I saw that, I said that is a very sensitive topic to talk about, especially like a deranged ex that would do stuff like that. Like that is very crazy. That is so crazy. So can we talk about, okay, the day that y'all were in the studio? It was Tommy, Unique, and it was you, Denim. Unique. So did you have a play that went left that was a producer and he was supposed to help you out but didn't help you out? And Denim, you had to take over and produce the track. And what was that all about, y'all? What was all that about?
Go ahead. So yeah, it was a producer that we knew for a while. That's in the industry. He pretty much likes me, you know, has came on to me several times. I have told him no several times. But this particular time, I reached out to him again because we needed a person to mix our song and record it. So I'm like, okay, I know somebody that does it. So I reached out to him. It was the same thing. You know, he wanted me again, wanted to go on a date. And I told him, no, let's just take it slow. I want to be friends. I'm trying to focus on business. And I don't think he liked that too much. So here I go hearing from Tristan that it's canceled now. So I'm like, oh.
Hey y'all, it's me, Keisha again. The Ladies Room isn't just a podcast, it's a whole vibe. Now you can take the vibe with you. We got cute cups, stylish t-shirts, and much more in my merch shop. Trust me, it's giving everything it's supposed to give. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below and treat yourself to some fabulous merch. Don't just listen to me, represent, and go get you some.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we gotta figure out something else because, yeah, he just
Show must go on.
like, yeah.
Show must go on.
Basically, what he's trying to say is,
See,
Forrest,
Basically, what he is trying to say is, my bitch was popping.
he wanted a piece and got rejected at the end of a rejection. That's how it ended up. But it doesn't surprise me, like, as far as how he went about it, coming at Tristan, because, you know, if you can't get what you want, then why not throw a fit?
right. And it did work in his favor.
Not at it did.
Cause you came and you mixed it. You was
Yeah, so I had to engineer and mix it, and it's like literally like when you're in the group, it's the hardest thing to do because first and foremost you have that like certain level of expectation for yourself, and then, you know, like after that it's like just engineer, like running back and forth to the booth. It's like crazy because then I gotta tell them, okay, can you track me on this part when it's my turn? And then it's like, you know, we're just recording on like the wrong tracks, like, you know, so it's like it gets so chaotic and crazy. But
Or no guidance.
we did it.
Yeah, it shows how important an engineer or mixing, mastering, like, it shows how much you would need that, a producer, as far as being in the studio, because yeah, we can make it happen, we can agree on things, we even disagree on things, but if you don't have that producer, that professionalism in there, you know, it could sometimes be up in the air, go either way.
It's professionalism. Yeah, that is the key. Because the producer,
He was working with one of the piece. You know, maybe if he would have gave him, you know.
how that worked. So who's the brains behind the group Scandal? Who's the brains and who thought of this group?
So, no, that was actually Denim reached out to me.
So who is the founder? Who is the founder of the group?
I'll say the founder is Denim.
Yeah, I claim the founder.
Okay. Well, tell me what you said. Like,
Angel Sport, you better claim it, bitch. It's just I met Tommy first before then I met Tommy.
okay, so y'all were already talking about.
Yeah. So we was talking about the group that me and Denim already had, but
Okay.
you know,
Well, they had already had
yes.
several chances to put together a group before that met me.
Okay. When you got into the mix, that's when the group came together. Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean, the mix makes sense.
We found out they're a member, so it was just a dual effort. But we found out they're a member, which is a great fit. So yeah,
That's the only fit.
yeah.
so we all like it's been like a 4-person group. It's just gonna be 3.
It's just gonna be 3.
Okay.
Definitely run a car working. He dominated right in the TLC land.
I love that.
And it's hard to open with a bunch of different people sometimes because everybody has different personalities and. You know, some people wants to be Beyonce, but it's not like that with us. So that's how it goes.
Who's the Beyonce? Who's the who's the left eye of the group? In these girl group, if it was a girl group,
I'm definitely burning shit up. Lisa left out all pay.
everything. And smoking hookah while you doing it.
They gonna provide it.
We yeah, love that. Yeah.
This is definitely T-Boz and that's definitely Chili.
Okay, that's
I'll agree with that.
it's a good mess. So y'all all mesh well with one another. That y'all all mesh well with one another. Okay, y'all have a single that's already coming out, or
Yeah, it's low key and it's coming like next week.
next week. So tonight, before we go, do y'all think y'all can give us like a little acapella? Little down for that.
Stay ready, y'all. So I'm here for
Manage me.
well, we independent, but
I love that. I love that. The next thing I want to talk about, another viral moment in the show, was when it went down about Tristan. It was a who said, you said, who said that. It started at your brother in your house. From my understanding, from what Tommy said on the phone.
apparently I got caught up in a crossfire that I wasn't ready for.
Unique was the bone carrier, but then it switched. It's like it did like a Uno effect, and you became the bone carrier. And then I'm like, so who is the bone carrier? Who is carrying this bone here?
So I think I started, but I gave him like part of the story. I didn't give out no names and stuff like that. So that's why he was like, okay, you know what? You're not gonna give me the name, so I'm gonna go to somebody I know.
Well, did you start it? Because I brought it to your attention.
Well, yeah. So I'm just thinking for me.
So you started it.
I didn't start it.
Yeah. It
It was at your house.
So it started from me because originally I was asking a question. I wasn't really saying because I didn't know what was really being said, but I remember that person asking him, like I was telling him was saying something, but I didn't know exactly what was said. So I was just really asking Tommy, like what was said.
Well, they never asked me.
They told you.
Well, they told me when I came over. You know, we was just been chatting. You know, it was nothing negative. Like we was speaking on like
The show in general, you know, the cast and you know.
we had an outside source who was, you know,
Not a friend of a friend.
well, an outside source that was having a conversation with him and his brother, spiking doubt in their mindset and making them feel some type of way.
With the conversation, let's clear it up.
Okay,
Because
clear it up.
because it was like a shocking to me too, like, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't really for it to interpret it to be that type of way, the way it came out, the way it was displayed.
I said,
But it's cool, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no biggie or nothing like that, but it was an event that we had. Was it an election night or something like that? Everybody was over, you know, so, you know, it wasn't like that person came directly to me and my brother. It was people there. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was just having conversation.
It was just, it's just, and I just wanted to clear it up with him because I know that person was having a conversation with him directly at that time.
So they told you. So someone told you.
So I was just trying to ask. I was trying to ask to clear it up. What was exactly what was being said? You know, because I remember pieces of it, but I was trying to get to the bottom of it.
So what were they saying, or what did they tell you was being said?
You gotta watch the show for that. Y'all gotta watch the show for that. So, you know.
I love it. I love it. So Tristan, what do you have to say about that? In that moment, in that instance, what was going?
Yeah, because it just blew him up. So
yeah, because he was like, it's not that serious. You click, you gave him that word out. He couldn't even get a word out. You just hung up. And then when you did your confession, he was like, boom. I said, oh, he's going to go get them. Like somebody's in trouble.
So when it comes to my craft, when it comes to everything I've done,
Okay, I just got a question. The person that said this, are they in the room?
No.
Okay.
I remember outside of the promo team. That was the key sort.
yeah.
Okay. So we got people in the ears.
So when it comes to my craft, things I've done over the years, I take it very seriously. A lot of people didn't realize, a lot of them didn't know. Of course, Brian, Nico, Trey, they knew, but they did not know that I had a whole career before this. I used to go by the name of Truthful. I used to perform, travel all over the U.S., the whole nine. I was on billboards, the whole nine.
Okay.
A few years back, I had a sitcom that I released on YouTube called Opposites that did very well. It actually ended up on HCTV, which is an app out here in Atlanta that does very well. So I've been doing this for a while.
Right.
So when someone questions me, and I'm actually finding out they're questioning me while I'm in the room because I was at the party, it gets very nice, nasty, frenemy type feel.
Right.
So, and that's why I'm like, and of course, breathing, it really pissed me off. Like I said, I was at the party and I had just ran into that individual the day before and you gave me a hug. So,
and it goes from there. This is
right. See, right. Let the buddy the day of, right?
This is spicy. So they had a chance to tell you and talk to you, but they didn't. They just went to talk to Mikey and
they ended up talking behind my back instead of coming to me in accent.
They actually never spoke to me. I just want to clear it up.
They never spoke to you.
I got this from when I went to their house that night, and we was just chilling, speaking positive vibes. It wasn't even a negative thing. Even when I ran it back to him, it was just more so for our protection of the show. Like, I know we're all on this show. We're all working together as a team to make it happen. So it's just like you coming from anybody is like you coming for all of us and jeopardizing what we trying to work hard for.
Right.
That was just me. It wasn't messy, and I related back to him like that wasn't their intentions. Like their intentions was just positivity.
He did.
And
I
growth.
were upset with them
and growth for the show.
So have y'all like squashed this and moved past this since?
I've moved on.
They haven't.
I haven't talked to them, but I've moved on.
Okay, that's good. It's good to release. It's good to release and let go. It's really good to let go. You know, do they still come around, or are they still?
I moved on.
Oh, we'll accept that. He moved on. He's definitely moved on. Another moment, a viral moment in there was talking about the food truck and the restaurant, and also talking about the promotions that you promoting your business that you have going on, Mikey, you and your brother, with Nico and Brian. Y'all have entertainment going on as well. All right, so just give me a spiel about that and how is that going as well.
So like me, I've been wanting to get my foot wet in the restaurant industry for a while now. Like I know how to cook. So like, you know what I'm saying? I hit my plates.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just wanna, like my brother's talking about doing the food truck because he feel like it's more safe. But me, I feel like the restaurant is more like home. I feel like the food truck is like more small-minded. I mean, for me, not down on anybody that had the food truck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the great business to be in. But at the same time, I'm like, let's go big. You know what I'm saying? Especially they always having events and stuff. We can do it together. You know, hookah businesses. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? Than the food. You know, music. Can never go wrong. And it's Atlanta.
No shade. You could still do all of that with a food truck, and sometimes you gotta start small to get big.
That is true. That is so true.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
cause y'all could do he could have a party and your food truck could be right outside the party.
And that's what my brother was. That's my brother's argument right there.
But we both Scorpio, so we.
But yeah,
that's start. But
but I'm a Virgo. My birthday the same day as Beyonce.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So like
we are as a Virgo. We do think big, but we have to realize in order to think big, we have to start at
But if you have a
up
team, a partnership, and what I'm trying to get him to understand is, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that's going to invest, and you have a building, split the bill, split it. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, we gonna be in profit. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But what would it hurt? You know, like I don't know. Weigh your options. That's all I say. Just weigh my options. Is what I want to do.
Okay. And then we saw another thing that happened was the studio shut down, move out. What was that all about, and what was going on there?
So really, the studio, my uncle came to me with that idea. Okay, he been my business partner. We work on a couple different other things together. But the studio was his idea. I was supporting him. I'm still supporting him, you know, what he want to do. So basically, he found the location, signed the lease agreement without showing me the facility, without like letting me know. He was like, here, I got the studio, you know, I got the equipment. Here it is. Now I need you to help me basically just get off the ground. And somebody like me who's not in the music, I don't know nothing about the studio game, you know what I'm saying? I'm a dancer, like, you know what I'm saying? Now I can get a dance team started and we can do some things like that, you feel me? But we should relocate it. We and we just did that like this week. So I have another location now. So I'll be talking about that on the show as well. So.
Okay. So can you tell me where is it at? Where's
Wesley Chapel, Decatur.
Yes.
Out that way.
So this studio, what is going to be in the studio is all going to entail? What it's going to be?
It's going to have a podcast room. It's going to have, I already have the dance studio installed with the mirrors, with the hardwood floors. We're going to have 2 recording studios in there as well. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Art and craft. Right.
So we can come out there, podcast. We can basically do all of it.
Yeah. Do everything all in one.
All in one.
Yeah.
I like that. Another viral moment that we had was the club that Nico and Brian, y'all are the promoters of, I think it was Truth.
Yes.
That night, which I've been there. I love Truth. We had a good time. Oh my God. I left there and it was just, I was shit-faced. The truth is, I was shit-faced. I had fun that night with y'all. Y'all are a vibe, like, vibe. But I was in the club that night, Sparkle, and you said, and then you said, and then you said. Y'all said that it was somebody that was a little too close for comfort at the club that night. So what was going on? I want you to tell us, then I want y'all to kind of give us a spiel about what was going on. I want to know who all y'all said. Who was this person that was a little too close?
Okay, so it basically started with me. We were in the club having a good time, and this was actually my first night meeting all of the guys together. Okay. And, I'm just enjoying myself and stuff, and then this guy comes over and he's just like, I'm your favorite white boy, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But I don't mind. Like, do your thing. I'm here for all the vibes. It was cool. But then it's like we're in the club and you're trying to have a 50-minute long conversation with me, and we're in the club. I'm here to shake ass. I'm not here to talk to you. I don't even know you. Why are you in my space? So I try to move over a little bit, get in my own space. He came back over there. I'm just like, dang, I can't escape this. It was just crazy because it was like he definitely seemed to have good intentions, but it's like sometimes people be doing a little bit too much. It's like, especially if you don't know somebody, you all in my right here. What did Jamie Foxx used to do? Back up a little bit. Yeah, so that's where it kind of stemmed from, and then like how Denim and got into it is like, Denim is actually very protective when we're all outside. So like Denim is the type of person, like he'll be in his own little world, but then like he's watching every single thing that's going on. So Denim noticed my uncomfortableness, like, cause I'm the type of person, like if I don't want to be rude to you, I'll try to like let you down easily, like, oh, okay, scoot over, but you keep coming back over. So Denim was like back up, shoo. So that's where he kind of got in there at.
Yeah, for serious, I was just like, she looks uncomfortable, and then that's when I went over there and I was like, girl, well, switch seats with me. Go over here. And I wanted her to enjoy herself. And I sat next to him for a minute, but then like he grabbed me, and then that's when I got mad, because I was like, if you don't know me, like, don't touch me. I don't care if you're grabbing me, like, to be like, hey, like, it's still, I don't know you. And it's like, like, I didn't see it coming. So it kind of just threw me off, like, okay, like, why are you grabbing me?
Right.
So
it was that.
Yeah, it was just that.
But tell me, I think it was you or Denim. One of y'all said that he was a super fan, or he was a fan of the club. Explain. He was a fan of the club that
was unique. He brought it to our attention. I was too lit.
He's actually supported us individually and as a group.
Okay, that's good.
That's how I know him from social media. That was my first time seeing him in person, though.
Okay,
so it was just like,
So the fan followed us to the club and enjoyed himself with us.
Yeah, that's good. So tell us about the promoting, Nico and Brian. How did y'all get involved with the club promoting and doing all that? Tell me about that. And y'all secret fan, do y'all know the fan?
So that individual, that's just him, to be honest. This is personal. And once you get to know him, and I feel sorry you had to deal with this, but once you get to know him, you kind of know how to navigate around him or navigate him away from you.
I think it's the breath. It's the breath thing, though. His breath be kicking. Like,
with that, just with all of us being entrepreneurs, or all of us having some kind of business, or in the community, we socialites, etc. So you have to get used to that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you have to get used to that.
That is true.
People just like doing a little bit too much. Because then when we do a little bit too much is a problem. You feel me? So that's why it's kind of that little vein that being inside of your head. You'll see mine every Friday night around like 1:30 a.m.
That's why we need to get our money up so we can have security around too.
I was just about to say, because I ain't got time to navigate life happening. It is a treat to navigate. It definitely has become that for me and Nico. We actually have to have security now because we have a lot going on. As far as me per se, I've actually been in the promotional world probably since I was 17. I'm 29 now. I've pretty much have worked with all promoters in Atlanta, the ins, the outs, running the business, all of that. So, I kind of got the experience early on as like a youngin'. When I met Nico, expressed to me like, hey, babe, this is something that I'm interested in. I want to, kind of get in the field. So I go, okay, cool, let me connect you to the right people, whatever. And we, together.
In Atlanta. Because up north, baby, I got it on lock. But Atlanta.
From North Philly, on lock.
So you originated from up there?
From Delaware, Philly, yeah. Okay. I'm from up north, and that's where I started.
Okay.
With the whole entertainment side of things. I honestly was doing it before I realized I was doing it. And, that's one of my best friends of over a decade. So like he was there in my younger 20s when I was ripping and running, and I was no idea. I'm telling my age, but even with that, like I was throwing huge parties, up top, and people from different states was coming to these parties. So from there I did start working with promoters, up and down the tri-state up north and whatnot. Came down here, and God know how to put people together to make shit work. That is true.
Pretty much, that's what it was. He was like, hey, babe, this is something I want to do. I already had a hookah business and some other ideas of things I was doing. But, of course, so it was honestly his passion at first. I already had experience in it, but that's when he started Vibe Productions Entertainment. Vibe Productions is what it initially started. I later on started King James Productions. The two of them are two totally different categories, I guess you would say. Vibe Productions is more so the party side. King James focuses on the party side, but he also focuses on artist development.
Okay.
Artist showcases. You like basically highlighting like those independent artists in Atlanta. So that is what it's known for. And then it just kind of got to the point where it was kind of like colliding, and we was like, hey, why not just make it one? So we combined it and made it King Vibe Productions.
Okay.
So
That's y'all do like the artist development as well.
It's
That's honestly how our Tuesdays came about.
Okay.
But we've been doing them for I want to say a year and a half now. $2 Tuesdays. And with those, because of the two fields that both of our companies do and whatnot, that's how now we have a weekly party where we highlight artists, independent artists. You know, we gonna incorporate some other things too, but we'll get there. You know, and then of course with that, Tristan came along, and Tristan actually is one of the pillars in our company also. He does help with all our graphics, all our media, all our videos. You know, he's marketing and whatnot. So
That's good.
yes.
But like I said, a lot of people don't know. Like, if it wasn't for Nico and Trey, none of us would have met. They actually snowballed all of us meeting.
Crazy. They did it.
I was just in there. We all just recently met in September. Well, not. Well, I've been on Nico and Brian now for probably about 2 years since we was in Atlanta Swag Boys, Atlanta Swagger Boys.
I knew them in Cali. Yeah, and they introduced me to Nico and Brian, and then he introduced us to
What's so crazy to me is that like they lived in Delaware. I also lived in Delaware. So like we all went to high school in Delaware, but I didn't meet them all until I got to Georgia, which is like many years after high school. So I just think it's so fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's hard work. For sure. But yeah, basically me and Trey are Adam and Eve, or Steve. Steve, if you put it on this shit. You know, there wasn't a unique and a vibe / Nico, you know.
There would not be lifestyle. There would not be anything. What do you mean?
Don't get no carried away.
You're absolutely right. Right. If it wasn't for them meeting, we would have never gone close. You know, with Trey having this reality show on Unseen, like I would have never known. I would have never known any of it about. I didn't even want to do reality. Let's get that quick.
Want to do reality? You did. You brought all your friends into it with
Well, I
you.
started with Tristan first, and I was like, Tristan, how you feel about doing the show? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. He was like, I already got people in mind. So we sat down, we spoke with everybody that we had them out already.
Or a promotion team.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. So
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yes.
And like I said, I thought it was like when they first mentioned it, like I didn't think it was gonna be as big as it is now. You know, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? But I'm like, oh shit, no, they really.
I had to actually give y'all credit. Like, y'all really stepped up. Y'all did y'all thing. You know, private conversation with Brian. He always told me like, dude, I know what you can do. Just do it. Go hard. Don't stop. And like I said, combining my knowledge of cinema and his knowledge of reality, lifestyle.
Right.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask one more question, Offord. I'm gonna ask one more question. We're gonna go to can we do like a little small 5 minute? We're gonna do like small little 5 minute, y'all, if y'all want to. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna play the game. I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all was a snack, and then we're gonna end. Okay. All right. So we're back on. So Nico and Brian, you were saying earlier I have a security guard. What is security? What is going on at the club? That club that y'all need security. What is going on down at the club?
It's a lot going on at the club. I mean, we have a lot of supporters. Me and Nico, we have our production company, but we are, filming, we act, we do a lot of different things in the community. We work with Corey Knotts. So it's a lot of people we work with in the industry. And just kind of like as we're growing and prospering in the industry, it comes with fans, as y'all know. It comes with people who may admire us as a couple or, have a certain desire for us as a couple. So
You caught that, right?
Spicy.
Desire.
no, with that being said, I mean, just be realistic. It
It's
does.
expressions over there for me.
people get comfortable. You know, even people that we become close to or people like us that support us, they get comfortable and sometimes they just get out of line. And, you know, we kind of have a lot on our shoulders trying to run a party, you know, manifest the party and make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to be. So we need sometimes, you know, that security to kind of keep things intact.
Comfortable can turn into entitled, and that's where it becomes an issue.
See, a lot of them start to feel like they know you for real, and it's like,
Going with that entitlement, and even with that, they don't realize. Like for an example, we've had an issue when Tristan, Trey, and them first came to Atlanta. During the summer, you know, we had issues with people that was, you know, supposedly part of our circle at that time, you know, causing issues with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And with that, it's like, because the entitlement, you don't know who he is in my life. And now you coming in here treating him some kind of way because you never seen him before. Because now you got to get all together. You know what I mean? Like,
out the door, you got to go, bitch.
You don't know who, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think a lot of them, some of them don't really mean harm. Like, I've had people like pulling my hair and like coming in my way. Yeah, it's so crazy stuff, but I feel like they're just so excited that they don't understand that it's still boundaries. We're still like human.
I ain't gonna lie, you pull my hair, I'm gonna smack this shit out.
And like double yeah. They get a little crazy. Okay.
No, that is crazy. So I'm gonna go around the room and ask, out of all you guys, I just want to know, to hear from all of you all before we go on a little small commercial break. What has been one thing during this season that you learned, or I'm gonna say this, what has been one thing about yourself in this season that you learned since doing this about yourself, as far as your business, as far as yourself, where it been relationships, money, something that you went in thinking that you knew, but now coming out you're like, okay, fine. Okay, this is something that I've learned during this process, being a part of the Lifestyle Atlanta. What is something that you've learned or something that you've grown from?
Can I start?
Oh, okay. Okay. And then you this is what we're gonna do. After you start, you pick a person that you want. Everybody's gonna do it that way. So we don't just go like that.
Ladies' room.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what I would say is that doing this journey has made me realize that some people that you think are very close to you will become jealous that you can't even spend your time with them as much because you're dedicating your time to other things. And sometimes, like as a friend, you'll feel guilty, like, oh, you know, I gotta cancel on you for this, I gotta cancel on you for that. But it made me realize, why should I feel guilty? You should feel guilty because you're upset with me when I'm using my time to make my life better in some sort and you're upset. And I feel like I realized that when you're dealing with people, whether it's relationship, friendships, things like that, some people do be jealous that you're trying to elevate yourself. And then I guess maybe they feel entitled to you, like he was saying before. So they want to attach themselves to your journey. And sometimes you got to shake people off your coattail.
That's true.
That's true. What it is.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. So who you tell me, you pick a person that you want to go next.
Okay, so I am gonna say Brian.
I knew it was gonna be me. Oh my God. What I learned is that loyalty is fickle, if that's the best way to say it. In this game, or I'm just gonna say in this lifestyle, you're gonna feel or think that certain people are for you or in your best interest, or maybe for what you're doing and what your passion is. And, you know, it will show you that some people aren't real, some people are, some people will paint the picture that they are not. So it really just taught me patience. It taught me how to identify issues in the beginning and not be so naive to miss them, or not, you know, in other words, not listen to my baby. If my baby tries to tell me, but I don't necessarily listen. I've learned to have patience. I've learned to be a better communicator. I've learned to put God first. And I've learned to, as a business partner, that you're not always going to see it just from your point of view, that you have to work together as a team to be amazing. So.
All right. Okay. Now, who do you think, who do you want to choose to go next?
Well, since we point people out, Tommy got the T.
Okay, Tommy.
T for Tommy.
T is for Tommy.
This was something. Don't forget it.
I say what I learned about this experience is to rise above it.
Yeah.
With that being said, it's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a lot of learning everyone, you know, as far as not learning, but being able to accept everyone throughout all our differences to make it solid. And I feel like throughout the ups and downs, I feel like I've been preaching this, like I've been showing it consistently because that's genuinely who I am. Like, it's like teamwork, make the dream work, like making sure everybody's engaged, like for the bigger picture, for the longevity, for especially what we working hard for, like. And I feel like once is like when one is into it or when another is into it, it just like it kind of jeopardizes and takes our minds off of what we're trying to work hard for and what we're trying to get into. So I learned that over time, despite our differences, like when we support each other, it makes so much more magic happens versus us arguing, bickering, and, you know, being at each other when we can just learn how to disagree.
Yeah, disagree or keep more. Yes. Tommy, with the T, who would be the person that you would pick to go next?
Did you get picked already?
Oh, so, okay, me?
Okay. What have you learned?
So I learned a lot of things. I would say one of the first things I learned is that I am enough, because before I started this, I just didn't think I was doing enough. I just didn't think I was doing enough to get to where I wanted to be in my life. So doing this made me realize I am doing actually
more than enough.
But yeah, I am doing a lot of stuff, so like that allowed me to open my eyes and be like, okay, yeah, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm on the right path. I don't feel like I'm, just out here not knowing what's going on. And I also learned that it takes a lot of sacrifice, because a lot of things, like to buy off of what Sparkle said, like sometimes you have to sacrifice some things to be able to get to where you want to be, and it may not be what you want to do, but sometimes you have to do it to be able to get to where you want to be. So I learned that as well.
That's good. So, Unique, who would you want to go next? Then it's down to the final three. This is gonna get scandalous. Four.
Nico.
Okay, four. Yeah, four. Out there, the final four.
I would say Denim.
Denim. Okay.
What have I learned? I learned how to not sleep. But I mean, that's kind of all of us. But honestly, what I would say, what I've learned is, besides Nico and Unique, like I didn't know any of these people, and I learned so many wonderful things about each one of these people, and just different personality traits. I've learned so much. It's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say, because I've learned so much. Like, it's been overwhelming, just the amount of information that I've retained over the last couple of months, even like with behind the scenes of production, and just making sure that everything runs smoothly, making sure that we're mic'd up, making sure that we're on time. So that's pretty much what I've learned. It's just just how to really tighten up in the career fields that I'm going into, and like be the best that I am at what I do.
Okay, good. Like, good. Yes. So, Denim, who would go next?
Yeah, it's between them two.
Three. Nico.
We got him.
We're gonna go for Nico. Go for Nico.
I'm gonna trademark that.
That's another. We gotta write that down.
I'm the president, actually.
President Munch could say, I was thinking those people. That's house people.
City council. Cementate.
Truly inside of fitness.
Well said.
All right.
So for me, mine is actually like the opposite of Tommy's. No shade in there. But Tommy said to rise above it, and it actually made mine stick out, which is to address it. For me, is what I learned to do more. Especially when I was younger, I was a little hothead, and then I went through some years or whatever of changing, and within that time, I did change, and I would let a lot of things just ride for a long time, for years, like just let it ride, whatever, just go with the flow. Something especially with working with all of these beautiful people within the last several months or whatever, has taught me to address it a lot. And that's just not with the show. That's just not with people, my interactions. That's also even in my personal life and my relationship, things got better. You know what I mean? Just from this experience. So to me, it's more than just we doing a reality show. Things in my life, they get better. My relationship got better. Friendships have gotten way better. You know what I mean? Things were addressed that should have been addressed a long time ago. And even with running my business, I've always been a businessman, and I've always ran with, steel fist. But as opposed to just, having that steel fist, but it's okay, just let it go. And now it's not okay. This is what I need, to make me feel better, but also, to make my business better.
Right. Okay. So, Nico, who will go next?
It's only too
low.
Which Virgo will you choose?
Oh my!
I'll bring her over here. It's Sneaky.
For me, it's have been a learning experience for me to like open up. I'm very like private about who I am. So like being in front of the TV screen and the cameras and stuff like that is new to me. Like opening up, like there's so much more I could open up about. You know what I'm saying? But I will, you know what I'm saying, when due the time, but like, I don't know. I'm just learning that, it's just open up.
Okay. All right. We say the best for last.
Trish, no Trish.
Oh, yeah.
Trish, no, what would you say?
Trish, no Trish.
Right.
Trish,
One thing I've learned during this process is you can overcome anything.
Absolutely.
Anything that is thrown in your plate, anything that you're carrying is yours to carry, and you're showing up to carry it.
Yes,
that's been me this entire season. Even after the season, I'm realizing that God made us all and puts us all through everything for a reason, and we are those warriors. Amen. And that's why we're all sitting here together.
Man, I keep ripping.
God, what